Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Caroline. I am a UK-based physics lecturer. We are now a couple of weeks away from semester starting, so I'm in full preparation mode, making sure I'm ready for all my teaching, and I wanted to chat about this. I suspect, like a lot of lecturers around the world, I have recently become, well, I don't own it, the university owns it, but I've recently become the proud custodian of a visualiser. If you've not seen one of these before, I thought I'd explain what it is and how I'm planning to use it to help me do my lectures online from home. So let's go back to the beginning. Last week I chatted a bit about my planning and my scheduling for the semester ahead, and I've got to deliver a couple of classes online, so online live tutorials where I'm handwriting solutions to answers to problems and the students are live online at the same time and we're chatting about the questions. And I've also got to pre-record lectures for one of my lecture classes, and that will be a mix of me using PowerPoint slides, some videos, some animations, and some handwritten derivations. And it's the handwritten derivations that I need my visualiser for. So basically it does exactly what it says on the tin. It visualises whatever it sees underneath the camera, and I can use it to hook up to connect to my software on my laptop and basically give me a nice quality live stream of whatever document I'm looking at or article that I'm reading, or in my case, answer that I'm writing to a problem question. So I will cut in a minute and show you like a full display of it all hooked up. It's quite streamlined, and these come in a range of different styles and sizes, a range of different price points. This one I think was around the £130 mark, so they're not particularly cheap, but they are a very useful tool to have, especially when you're trying to do lecturing from a remote location. So as I said, this year, horrible pandemic, I'm not going to be teaching necessarily from the lecture theatre, so this allows me to take my lecture class basically wherever I've got internet and my laptop. The way it works then is it just pops open. I'm going to put my document underneath it. We've got a little camera up here. There's lighting, so it illuminates the document and basically, yeah, does exactly what it says on the tin. It takes the picture straight onto my laptop and then straight out to the students. So I'll cut to some footage of me having it all plugged in. As you can see, it's a fairly neat unit. It's not going to take up too much space on my desk. A couple of weeks back I chatted about the fact that I'd bought a bigger desk, and I am so glad I've got a bigger desk because retail space on my desk is filling up fast at the moment, so I'm quite pleased that this is a small version. It does come with a soft mat that you can use underneath it if you want to, and that mat has got kind of like indicator points as to where to place certain size documents, so A4 documents or perhaps A3 documents. There was a more expensive version which came with like a hard mat, but to be honest, I don't think I'm going to be using the mat at all. I will just stick with my pad of paper underneath and just my kind of handwriting. Now, one thing I have noticed is that I'm going to need to write quite large. I need to work out still how to zoom in on this. So at the moment my visualiser auto connects with the software that my university uses, and we use a recording software called Panopto, and that allows me to beam my photo of myself talking and of the slides and whatever the visualiser happens to be showing. If you're interested in understanding more about that software, I can do a video in the future about how I use Panopto to record and deliver class. But I also need to use this visualiser most likely with Zoom as well. So Zoom is just another virtual tool basically. It'll allow me to live chat with my students, and obviously I need to be able to share my screen with them so they can see me handwriting answers to questions. So I need to get the software set up properly on my laptop, and that should then allow me to have a better picture quality because I'll be able to zoom in nice and close. But yeah, things I have been playing around with is looking at how big I need to make my handwriting so students can see it, making sure I have appropriate coloured pens. You know, some colours just don't show up that well. Yellow doesn't show that well. My light orange and light pink don't show that well. I need nice clear colours so it kind of captures very well on the screen. But yeah, this is my new gadget. I've got another couple of weeks to mess around with it and make sure I've got all the functionality working. You'd think it would be fairly easy. I am sure the first time I need to use it for a live class, something will happen and it will cause me an issue probably. But I am really pleased to have it because it's so nice to know that even though I'm not teaching in the lecture theatre, I am going to still be able to use handwritten content alongside my PowerPoint slides. I chat to my students about this, and the PowerPoint slides are great because obviously they're prepared and I've laid out all the equations nicely. But sometimes if I'm doing a more complicated derivation, or just sometimes it's just nice to go through it in real time at the front of the classroom, doing each step line by line, because then the students, I guess, can see how I lay out the working, how I lay out the answer. It gives them a feel they can interrupt as we go through, so if points aren't particularly clear, so we can chat about the derivation. And I think it's just fun. Sometimes it's just nice to do a live derivation at the front of the class and everyone follow it along in real time. And this visualizer is going to allow me to do that. So I'm going to play with this for a few more days. I hope you're getting ready, whatever you're doing, getting ready for university is going well. If you're an academic gearing up to teach, if you've bought a visualizer, I'd love to know what make you've bought. This is the Bamasang? I don't even know, Bamasang. Basically, this is an affordable visualizer. If you've got a super duper flash one, it would be really cool to know what model you opted for. If you're a student getting ready to go off to university, be prepared. Your lecturer may be using one of these gadgets to allow us to deliver some handwritten content as part of our lectures. But yeah, have a good few days. I'll be back on Thursday. As always, thank you so much for the comments and the questions. I am going to do another Q&A video a little bit later on this month. So if you have got questions coming in, I will be storing some of them up for that Q&A session. Don't forget, I've also got my September favourites coming up as well. So I'm looking forward to recording that, and then lots of other academic related content. So if you're interested in university life, what a lecturer gets up to, maybe you're a student heading off to university, do hit like, do hit subscribe. My name's Caroline and I hope to see you on Thursday. So look after yourselves and I'll see you in a few days. Bye.